Okay, we're doing this. Just where we left off from the previous part, which was the tutorial. I kind of forgot.
One of our battle brothers has proved himself worthy. Let us honor his deeds.
Okay, so it's still kind of tutorial-ish. Showing us how to upgrade our squad mates. So here, we have 8 Grey Knights to choose from. We got a Justicar, Apothecary. Actually, let's see, we got 2 Justicars, 2 Apothecaries, 2 Interceptors, and 2 Purgators. So we have 2 of each class. And now...
Brother Ulrich is a talented Justicar. Please decide where he should focus his training to support you in the field.
So if I remember right...
Your knights gain 2 ability points, which you can use to expand their capabilities.
Now, I think in my original playthrough, which I'm kind of scrapping at this point, I think I didn't build my Grey Knights appropriately. I think I was focused more on their ranged rather than their melee, and their melee is actually where their strong suit at. Because again, Grey Knights are super strong in melee, at least on tabletop form anyway. So I think what I'm going to do is, let's see, I gotta quickly go through which of these trees, these tech trees did. So this is all core discipline. So this will give me Terminator armor. This will also give, no wait, this gives me Terminator armor. I don't know if I should make him a I think I'll make him a Terminator. So there's 1 point, and give him some more armor, because I'm going to have this guy be more melee focused.
Confirming this promotion will apply your ability choices to Ulrich, permanently increasing his rank. Excellent. When you are finished, please join me at the star map. Our ship is in dire need of repair. We had best set a course for Titan and debrief the Grand Masters.
And for those of you that don't know, he means Titan as in the moon of Saturn. Titan is the homeworld of the Grey Knights. So let's see.
Issue the travel order to begin our return to Titan.
That right there is us entering the warp. And then, if I remember right, we're going to come across the right?
In the name of the God Emperor.
Dominus, who is this interloper?
Code scrapings indicate
Inquisitor,
Inquisitorial transmission.
Okay, Inquisitor. It's the woman.
Baleful edict. Prepare for my arrival.
Duty calls, Commander. We should open a Vox link.
Inquisitorial vessel. Permission granted to come aboard.
This is more of a waifu Inquisitor. She's quite cute for an Inquisitor. She's also a bit small. She's a tiny thing. Or she may just be tiny just because we're comparing her to the size of a Space Marine.
Thank the God Emperor I found you. I must commandeer this vessel at once.
Impossible. We are bound for Titan. The edict cries out for repair.
The tech priest speaks the truth, Inquisitor. Our last crusade bled us dry.
I'm not blind, Knight. But heresy does not operate at our convenience. My destination is Koromar Prime, within this very system. Not such a taxing journey, I'd expect.
And what is it that you hope to find there?
This.
Beneath rotting skies, the air thickens with a world's final breath. Seeds planted in flesh and bone, watered with blood and tears. A warrior alone in the garden of a grinning god.
These are scraps of astropathic whimsy.
There's more.
It grows. It spreads. A great dispersal upon the etheric wind. The bloom proliferating. First, then Koromar, then world after world. Its roots spread from an ancient veil. Inquisitor, hear me! Hear me! Hear me! Who tends the garden?
The Astropath sacrificed himself to send that message.
Now you understand why we must investigate.
Commander, we cannot risk further damage to this vessel.
It is the chapter's ship, Dominus. The Inquisitor has every right to request our support.
It is not a request.
Commander, with your leave, we will set our course for this Koromar Prime.
Yes. Good. That will do for now.
There are some dialogue choices you can kind of... I don't know if the choices actually affect the overall story. I can't remember that far ahead. I just remember that you can choose dialogue.
Site detected.
Okay, Nurgle corruption. So this actually determines difficulty. 2 enemy reinforcements. So on top of what's already within the map, they are going to have reinforcements available for them, if I remember right. Let's see.
If we do not investigate this threat, the consequences will be dire.
Mutation level, okay. Some of it's starting to come back to me. Warp Surge, I can't remember what Warp Surge is. I think that does affect the Grey Knights. Or wait, no, it doesn't affect Grey Knights. Warp Surge. So 15% per turn. So as the warp, each time you make a turn, the Warp Surge increases. Once it reaches a certain point, which I think it was 75% or 100%, that's when reinforcements are going to come in for the enemy, which again will just increase mission difficulty, and on top of the already difficult portion of this game, the reinforcements can really vary, so it's never going to be the same. It's just a couple of heretics and such. It could be heavy enemies, could be a mini boss, that kind of thing. Okay.
Commander, it is our duty to support this Inquisitor, but we should complete this task as swiftly as we can. The Grand Masters on Titan are waiting for our report.
Now we go into our loadout.
Report. Signals from quarantine beacons detected in the upper atmosphere, but the surface itself is silent.
Plague, Commander. Send your squad to the surface.
Knights of Titan, you are the instrument of the Emperor's will. Make planetfall and discover if the Inquisitor's fears are founded. You should evaluate your knights' armaments and ensure they are best suited to the battle at hand.
So just like with XCOM, you can outfit your knights. I think for the guy who I just recently upgraded, this guy, because I updated, or not updated, because I upgraded him to use Terminator armor, I'll be able to actually give him Terminator armor.
The Nemesis Force Halberd can inflict a preemptive first strike on an adjacent enemy. I suggest you equip this weapon. Choose which halberd you would like to equip. Your options will be limited until we return to Titan.
And as you complete missions, you'll also get loot as well, so different types of weapons and such. So it's always good to look through and see what you want. So you will be able to fine-tune each knight. So every single one will add +1. So they all have 4 strike, +1 crit damage, 5% crit. This one doesn't have crit. I'll do this one. And then here's some more weapons to choose from. Let's see. I think if I remember right, halberd and force are really, really good early weapons. Armor, this guy can equip Terminator armor, so I'll give it to him. So the Terminator armor, this is the stats for it. And now you can see his look changes. So now he actually looks like he's wearing Terminator armor, not just equipping it and he still looks the same as if he did before. So that's kind of neat. But as you can see, I only have 1 of each, so if I want multiple knights to equip Terminator armor, I do have to get more. You can also buy armor too, if I remember right, armor and weapons. Otherwise, you can find them in missions and after action reports when you complete a mission. Let's see, what else can I do to this guy? Yeah, and here you can actually kind of customize them all. You don't get the kind of customization that you do from XCOM, but you will be able to choose a variety of options actually. So here you get different head options. You do get to choose their skin color. Just make them look more normal. I personally like the helmets for the Grey Knights. I mean, it's a very unique looking helmet that Grey Knights have. Here's their chest options. And these options actually will vary depending on what kind of armor you have equipped. So these are options unique to Terminator armor. So again, it's a nice little way to fine-tune your favorite knights. Let's see, Pauldron. We'll give this guy. I'll just pick some stuff. It's just to kind of show you what you can do to these guys.
The Emperor lights our path. This command. I love this. I love this.
You can also name them too if you want. I think they also have preset voice activated names, but I am going to keep this guy as a Ianthus. So since he's the only one that we can actually do anything with at the moment, we'll just keep it as is and just head out. But we do have 1 of each, so we do have 1 Apothecary, 1 Purgator, 1 Interceptor. Actually, no, I think we have 2 Interceptors.
Commander, have your men look for signs of this plague.
Be vigilant, brothers.
Okay, and then this right here, this is the warp surge. So after each turn, and according to what it said on the mission briefing, this is going to go up 50% for every turn that I go through. And of course, this also increases when I use the Knight's psychic abilities. Once this reaches 100%, it is going to bring in more reinforcements for the enemies. So it's really very strategic, and you really got to try and make sure that you're picking and choosing what you're going to do in each mission. The longer you take, the more enemies you're going to have to deal with, and that means a greater risk of losing your Grey Knights. We do have an Apothecary. The guy can actually heal your teammates, so it's always good to make sure that he stays in the back to keep your guys healed.
Yes, sir. More horrors invade our realm.
I'm also going to use the Terminator, since he's got increased armor, to have him utilize his melee a little bit more. And I'm going to keep my Purgator kind of in the middle, because he is the one with the big I forget what that weapon is. Let's see.
Yes, Commander.
This guy's also melee oriented, so
Moving swiftly.
try and get him into melee. Keep the other two at range. And there we go, we're at 15% now. Let's see.
Yes, Commander.
So as you can see right here, if you see that little blue outline, this is how far this guy can move before it costs him another action point. So right now this will only cost me 1 action point. So I move him here. So I can move him here. Now he's in a position to where I can either use an action point to fire at an enemy or put him into Overwatch, which will also cost an action point. I think what I'll do is I'll put him into Overwatch. Let's think. We'll just do it like that.
Bolter trained and ready.
Because this guy is the heavy, so you want. It's always best to keep your heavy in Overwatch. I'll move up my Terminator. See, if I put him here, that's going to cost both of my action points, which will also end his turn. So I don't know if I want to do that. Because I want my guys in melee range. So I'll just move them up. Yeah. I'm trying to...
Powers protect us.
Trying to get these guys revealed before I start moving further.
Just wait.
Okay, so this guy's in Overwatch.
Brothers, strike for the chapter.
So I'm not gonna go any further because I don't want to use up my other action points. So I'll just keep him here. Can probably toss a grenade and maybe I'll just move up my other Grey Knights really quick.
Yes, Commander.
So no viable cover there. This is my Apothecary. This is the guy I want to keep alive.
Stall.
I think what I'll do is I'll use both my action points to get this guy up. He has no cover. He has half cover, so he should be fine.
I'm here to serve.
I'll put him in Overwatch. Actually, no.
What is your will?
Him into Overwatch.
Ready to fire.
I think he's too far away to use a grenade. Yeah, too far away. The grenades can destroy cover, so it would expose this guy, leaving him open to do more damage, and obviously actually take damage since he's behind full cover. I think what I'll do is give him an Aegis Shield.
Shield activated.
So as you can see there, he had no armor. Now he does thanks to Aegis Shield, which is just a temporary boost. But this is something that you can always use. Aegis Armor or Aegis Shield. You can use this after every single turn, so it isn't a one-time thing. So this does help with survivability for your knights. Okay, and for this guy, I'm going to toss a grenade over here.
This one will.
Right, knockback, took him out of Overwatch. Let's see. Yeah, I don't have he doesn't have the range, the movement to get up to him in melee range, so I'm just gonna shoot him. But he is in half cover, so he's not gonna take too much damage. But if I use a Cybolt, not only will this take him out, but it's also going to increase the warp surge preemptively, which is something I don't want to do, but I think just for now I'm going to go ahead and do that. Suppress, so he can't move because suppression is basically an Overwatch ability for heavies.
Yes.
So thanks to me using the Aegis shield rather than taking 2 points of health, he only took 2 points of armor damage. So now, well, this guy's in Overwatch, so I can't move my guy in. So let's see. Let's just take him out with range.
As you command.
So with this guy out of Overwatch, I can actually go and take this guy out. So you can see here, always try and pay attention to when you want to use a psychic or use a psyker ability or not. Here, it's a waste to use a psyker ability because this guy will already die anyway from the melee attack because he's already weak.
We are the hammer.
Now I can safely move him up.
Moving now.
And then what I'll do is Overwatch. No, I can't Overwatch. So I'll toss a grenade.
Foe wounded.
And now I'll just take him out with melee. Yeah.
Enemies destroyed.
And now I think what I'll do,
On my way.
I'll heal this guy up, my Terminator.
My wrath is restored, brother.
And then let's see. I don't want to get too close because there are some more enemies over here. It's always best to move up with one action point, because if I move up all the way up here and then some enemies are actually right here, I don't want him to get destroyed. So I think what I'll do is I'll just move him up by just using one action point, and then I'll do Overwatch just in case. Actually, no. I think what I'll do is no. I'll just do Overwatch for now. This guy can safely move him into full cover. All right, so we're good.
I am with
Well, we'll do some Overwatch here. Yeah, right here. Okay, so no enemies, so let's just...
standing ready.
Let's see. Well, since we're kind of in a safe spot at the moment, I can get him moved up. So it's gonna cost 2 action points. So let's just move him here. Okay. I'll get there on the next turn. Get them revealed, so that way, because I want all my Grey Knights positioned, preferably in Overwatch, to take these guys out without having to deal with too much problems.
I am here to
So
serve.
I'll just do both action points just to end this turn. Oh, okay. They're revealed. Okay, they're actually far enough away.
That creature.
Inquisitor, we have seen the dead walk in this way before.
As have I. Poxwalkers are evidence of warp corruption. This is no natural plague.
So I can safely move these guys up. They'll be able to be in position for the next turn. This guy can have cover over here. Yeah, I think I'll just do Overwatch since why not? I don't want to move him up any further. See, this is kind of like what I hate. I don't know why I can move up here and still cost 1 action point, but I can't move right here, which would cost me 2 action points. This is kind of like the thing I've always had with the grid system and how these games work. So I think I'll just move him here. Let's see. I don't think... Yeah, I'm not even in firing range. Yeah, the grenade would take him out, but best to use it in a group. We'll just overwatch. Let's see, let's do it, yeah, here. I think that'll be the best option.
I will fire when ready.
This guy I want here. Let's see, I already used my grenade, otherwise this would be a nice little chunk of damage. I can't fire at them. I think they're in full cover. Oh no, it looks like I can shoot these guys.
Firing now.
Good. I will need to examine this corpse and...
I will not tolerate this contamination spreading to my servitors.
Do not obstruct me, tech priest. I will follow proper protocols.
are the hammer. Barely a scratch.
Okay,
Ready to serve.
move this guy and take him out.
Face me.
Satisfactory effort. Now return with my carcass so I can set to work.
We will deliver them to you as soon as containment is properly confirmed and sanctified.
Be swift about it. If this plague has already spread beyond this planet, then we will have far more ground to cover.
Now, since I used that since I used that interceptor to take out that last guy, I think he got leveled up for promotion. Servitors, I forgot what they do. Okay, no one can be promoted yet. Here you can see how much XP they need till they can get promoted, so that's good.
Mission objectives achieved, Commander. Our guest wishes to speak with you in the Libris.
I must commend you on this impressive archive of demonic lore, Commander. It rivals some I've seen in inquisitorial fortresses. I will require it as a base of operations for my studies. I respect your authority in matters of combat, but I must remain until I can ascertain some solution to this plague. I am, of course, open to recommendations on which lines of study you feel would best serve the mission. I must insist, however, on beginning my research with a necropsy of the Poxwalker carcass your brothers recovered. I am certain they hold a key to understanding this corruption.
Now, with her research, you can choose what you want her to research. Sometimes it might increase your squad's capabilities. It might give you better armor or unlock new weapons and such, but there are some things that you have to advance.
Of the recovered corpse to see what I can learn.
So you have to kind of pick and choose what you want to research because it will take turns, which is just another way of saying it's amount of time that's going to take for stuff to get researched. So you do really have to pick and choose, but it is kind of a little bit linear linear, but you can only research one thing at a time. So again, kind of have to pick and choose. This is what another reason why I had to start a new playthrough is because I think I also messed up in what I was researching.
I shall begin at once. Inform your crew that I am not to be disturbed.
So it's going to take 30 days. I can't remember how long a term is.
With a critical lack of resources, I request you attend me in the manufactorum. My servitors have restored the manufactorum to operational use, but the edict remains severely damaged. Without access to a proper dockyard, restoration will be slow and limited by the resources we can requisition from Titan or nearby inquisitorial enclaves. As of this moment, reviving the edict's core power output takes absolute primacy.
And then here, this is where you can upgrade as well as also having to repair the ship.
I must improve the edict's power output in order to conduct more extensive repairs.
And again, this is a kind of a pick and choose. You have to kind of decide what's needed and what you can hold off on. One of these, I think, will increase the amount of Grey Knights you can have in reserve, but doesn't increase the squad capacity. It's always going to stay at 4 Grey Knights per mission. Okay, so that's what servitors are. So I have 25 servitors. Servitors are needed to repair and upgrade the ship. So 8 servitors will be needed to repair the plasma reactor. That's going to take 6 days.
I must now interface with the logic engines. I trust you have a great deal to attend to.
Commander, I have adjusted the star map to display our current sector. However, our intelligence here is sparse.
So traveling, okay, now I get it. Now I remember. Traveling to different star systems will take days. You can also just, if you like, well, not like, but if you don't need to be anywhere, you can just stay where you're at and just advance time. So just like it was in XCOM, you can advance time until the next major event happens. I think there's also events in Chaos Gate, if I remember right.
I suggest we bide our time until the Dominus restores power to our scanners.
But if I also remember right, you don't want to take too long either, because missions will increase difficulty as well if you don't take care of them quickly.
The Dominus has restored the star map to its full function. We are receiving a barrage of scanning data and astropathic scrapings from across the sector. This plague appears to have already spread its tendrils far and wide. We are faced with reports of 2 infected systems. We should monitor this infestation carefully and judge where best to direct our forces while the Inquisitor pursues her answers. Failure will cost many souls.
Commander, let us be efficient.
And then here, some dialogue choices. There are some where they'll ask you, "What do you want us to do?" and then you'll have a couple choices to choose from. And so these two is just kind of basic stuff. I might just skip those and just do
I will
the.
not have the edict put at risk, even for an Inquisitor. the ship will remain sterile. I must attend to repairs.
Let's see, what else can we do? So there are weapons, and I can't remember. I actually never got far enough to know if whether or not there's like space battles or something. I don't think there is, because I don't know what was the... Actually, no. Yeah, I don't remember if there actually was ship-to-ship combat in this game. Okay, so you can do Exterminatus. I don't think I ever had an option to use Exterminatus in my first playthrough, or then again, like I said, I don't think I got that far. I don't think I ever had that as an option yet. So barracks will increase the amount of Grey Knights we can have in reserve. Also increases the recruit rank, so it allows you to get stronger Grey Knights without having to take them through missions. Let's see, we'll do Augmentation Chamber. And let's see here. So it looks like there's some stuff here that I gotta take care of before I can move on to the next mission. I think for now what I'll do is I'll end it here. And hopefully the next mission, well, actually it'll be more just actually going through these missions rather than... I think I'm still kind of in the tutorial portions of the game. So we'll just go ahead and end here, and next video we'll just start where we left off, and hopefully it just kind of gets things along moving quickly to have more gameplay elements rather than just whatever I'm doing here now. Alright, so I'll see you guys around.